I bet you weren't expecting this today, because neither was I. Did I have an inkling this was how today's setup was gonna? No. Am I happy? Can we get a again? Can you believe I don't have a prod team? Yes, I can. Can you believe this isn't, you know, professionally done in a studio? Yes, you can. Greetings! I can't be shouting. It's night. It's night. Greetings! My name. Greetings! This is Lord Monarch Lilac, and this is Welcome to Neverending Ebas, where the Ebas never ends. Ano yun? Ayan. Papagalito na talaga ako. Hi, how are you? Welcome to Neverending Ebas. Today, we are... I told you guys last week na I will be revealing to you what the theme of my birthday is. And welcome! It's like you're part of my birthday. It's like you were there at the party. Ano mo yun? The theme was medieval times. I'm gonna read to you my invitation. Mind you, my invitation, by the way, was a voice note. There's two versions of the invitation, which was the thing I sent to people, which was like pictures of the peg and then the invitation card. And the second part, it was a voice note. So people remember it's me talking, and it's me on my birthday. I'm gonna read to you. Huzzah! My dearest nobles, knights, duchesses, lords, and ladies of the realm, by decree of me, your very own monarch, Lilac, sovereign of merriment, and having a stroke, and keeper of questionable decisions, you are formally summoned to the 26th royal gathering of the court of Binunjing. It shall be a celebration of grand proportions, revelry, red cups, bardcore music, and hitting ye old gritty. You shall be inducted into my royal court, so let this serve as thy reminder. Come in your majestic medieval Ren Fair ready look. Thou shalt be content. Bring thy spirit. bring thy flair. No need to bring food. Bring drinks if you want instead. The festivities shall commence on and within the grand halls of beep 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 beep. That was a manual bleep. You're welcome. Mark my scrolls, polish thy boots, and prepare thy royal fits. The court awaits, and so does your queen. Long live Binunjing. Again, can we get a round of applause for the production? Can you believe it's a one-man team? Yes, you can. So am I wearing this today? This is my birthday fit. This is what I wore for my birthday. This isn't the full fit. I have a cape. I had some arm guards also. But today is we're shooting for the podcast, girl. If you hear the fan, you hear the fan. Do you have a problem with that? I don't. So you better don't too. So you better don't. I'm already so lost. Why am I wearing this? This is my birthday fit. I've had this long-standing hyperfixation. This has been going on for however long I can remember. Specifically, I think during the pandemic. There's this Brittany Broski video where she talks about a place called Medieval Times in America, okay? In America, there's a place called Medieval Times. It's essentially like parang theme park-ish, kinda. It's a show and food. So you go there, you watch knights joust, and then they serve you food. That's like medieval themed, vaguely medieval themed. She just had this video where she was like cooking jacket potato, corn on the cob, rotisserie chicken, and it was like medieval knights meal. Fast forward to like when pandemic rules were loosening up na. She makes another video called Going to Medieval Times, and it shows the actual thing. And when I tell you, that's on my bucket list. If I had to go to the US of A, I'm going to medieval times. And then I guess after that, I mean, in general, I love whimsical things. You guys know, if it's whimsical, it's on my list. If it's whimsical, that's it. I'm probably on its radar. I am aware of it happening. The Ren Fair? Okay, backtrack. That medieval times thing, way back. That's already been like, that's always at the back of my head, but it's not, it's dormant. Up until I started binging Sarah Spaceman's YouTube videos. She does a lot of cosplay stuff. So I've been watching a lot of her like mga cosplay videos, her joining cosplay competitions. And then one of her recent uploads was going to the Ren Fair. I'm like, that's cool. I've heard of the Ren Fair. There's a Ren Fair here. Mga stuff like that. And I've always been interested. I've always been like, that sounds fun. You know? I've watched that video and I've never been so, I want to go to the Red Fair. And what was I gonna say? To add wound to the injury, to add salt. And to add salt to the injury, recently, my most recent hyperfixation, Miss Vanilla Mace, uploaded a me going to Ren Fair video. And I feel like this series of events have just short-circuited my brain. And I've been jumping up and down. I've been screaming to everybody who can hear me. I want to go to the Ren Fair. I really want to go to the Ren Fair. Where the fuck is the Ren Fair? And there's a Ren Fair here in the Philippines that happens yearly in Baguio. So Ren Fair PH. I don't know how many times. Anybody. You talk to me and I'm like, I really want to go to the Ren Fair. Unprovoked. Nobody even asked me. I'm just here. I'm just like, do you know what a Ren Fair is? Do you want to know what a Ren Fair is? And that's it. When it all started clicking, alam mo yun? When all the mice in my brain started scuttering around and it was like, we want the Ren Fair! We want the Ren Fair! I immediately light bulb moment, Eureka. I know what I want my birthday to be themed. So when I started ideating, I'm like, what am I gonna do for my birthday? I initially just always wanted to do. Okay, the other initial plan was I wanted to do a cup sleeve event, but it's like instead of a cup sleeve coffee event, it was a cup sleeve alcohol event. So I give my friends cup sleeves of me in a red cup, and then we drink on the red cup. That was the first iteration of the birthday, and for the most part of this year, it was going to be that until the mice flicked some switches in there, and I was like, we want the Red Fair! And it took over, and I was like, I'm gonna tell my friends I think 2 months. 2 months in advance. Oh, yeah, I told them 2 months in advance that, or a little more than a month in advance. Don't quote me on that. Na I wanted to do a Red Fair themed party and I wanted everybody to dress medieval. My friends hate me, can you tell? And it happened. And the Red Fair medieval times birthday was a success. I called it the 26 Royal Summons of the Court of Binunjing. Oh, you can't stand me. Anyways, there's the other half. You guys know, I like to. Okay. Oh my god, it's raining. Okay, you guys know that I. Oh my god, it's raining hard. It's not windy, so it's not going in here. Good luck, Charlie. No, we're doing this. If you hear the rain, if you hear the fan, that just means this podcast is doing exactly what it's meant to do. Okay. Okay. You guys know I like to get zen and meditatory on here. And what about it? And what about it? I like to reflect sometimes. God forbid a girl reflects. Okay? Okay? Anyways, kasi last year's theme, again, was rebirth. And what I've been thinking about this year was like, what warrants that rebirth? Why come back? Are you guys seeing that? That's a ghost. What warrants me coming back from the dead? Alam mo yon? Why do I need to be born again? What is worth being born back here? So I've ano man, reflected on things na parang like what are valuable to me. If I had to come back, if I had to be back, and I had to be present, be here, why? And I thought parang for me it really is the company that I share. It's the people in my life. So she's so cute. And alam mo yun, the initial concept for I wanted to do a photo shoot on the birthday also. Kasi di natuloy. Ang dami nangyari nung birthday na yun. I would like to like, whatever, Gemini season has truly surprised me time and time again. I was like, it can't get worse than this. It did. And then I was like, okay, you know what? I have to enjoy myself or else I'm gonna miss this moment. And I did. I enjoyed myself. It was a great fucking birthday. I did, however, miss the photo shoot part. And that's fine. But the photo shoot idea was, it was me at the end of the table, about to eat a poisoned apple. And it was my court, my royal nobles, that are all rushing in to try to grab that apple away from me. And I've truly, alam mo yun, felt that way about the people in my life. No, it feels like sometimes parang I'm on this uphill battle, as many of us are. And the only thing truly keeping me from biting that apple are the people in my life. And it's, alam mo yun, like they've seen every version of me. And yet they're here. Alam mo yun, like they've witnessed so many lilacs. And the fact that they're still here is a testament to that. Naman. They're my nobles. They're my board of trustees. Speaking of people, somebody told me I should have guests here. And yes, I do want guests here. Hello. But also, do you see this? Do you see what I deal with here? I am dealing with forces unbeknownst to me. I have one chair, one table, and one mic. When I get the money to get another chair, another mic, best believe somebody's gonna be here beside me, talking with me, giving their own ebas. It's not a matter of whether I want to or not. It's a matter of when. Because it will be happening. Alam mo yun? But for now, it's just you. It's just me. It's just Japanese-American indie pop singer Mitski against the world. So we'll start now. Oh my God, ayan na naman tayo. Wala pang ebas. Hindi na nag-umpisa yung ebas. Dami ka na mag-ebas, wala pang ebas. Anyways, ebas number 1. We need to have more places to dress up for. Do you agree? I agree. Why? When did we stop? When did we stop having fun, you guys? I know we used to dress up for things. We used to enjoy dressing up for things. Why do we not have enough things to dress up for? Okay, my backstory is that other than me, I've also had one other friend sort of had
who had a Jollibee birthday party where she also told us to dress up, and it was so fun. I love being like, guys, we should. Here's a mood board. Here's some pins. Here's some like outfits you could reference. We'll dress up for this event. Nothing catches me like a good theme. It's just like I'm by the neck. I'm by the neck. I'm not getting out of this. I am running out of air. That I love a theme. Oh my god. Oh my god. I said here, one of my favorite parts of going to raves is the fact that it is truly my once a month, once every 2 months reason to dress up. I love. I'm not even kidding you. I'm not even kidding you. I see that flyer. It says, "Come bring your friends. Techno house. The theme is summer apocalypse." Oh my god. Summer apocalypse. I'm gonna kill myself. I'm just. I'm just. I'm just. I'm just saying. We need themes back. Do you remember before the pandemic, there was like an anti-prom party and it was all the fucking rage? Or is it just me? Maybe it's just... Maybe I'm just the one who saw that. But oh my god! Bring that shit back! Bring back parties with themes. I need parties with themes again. When did people get so boring? What's happening? Guys, this is an intervention as much as it is a... What is this? Psychiatric ward. What is this? Anyways, this is my Bridgerton like masquerade ball. This is my Cinderella has to go out for the night. What is that? Where's that coming from? Is my phone here? I can hear messages. Or am I going insane? Okay. Oh no, it's coming from my PC. Oh, alright. Oh, okay. I can hear it from the outside. Guys, I'm going insane. We haven't even started yet. This is ebas number 1 pa lang. Anyways, this is my Cinderella goes to the ball moment. This is my fairy godmother. I need an outfit. Ah! Alam mo yun, like, it shouldn't only be raves that should be having themes nowadays where people can go out and have fun and dress up. It shouldn't be raves lang. We should have parties that have themes, period. Why is this limited to a rave? Alam mo yun, why do I only feel like, ang saya, gusto ko, I wanna dress up only on a rave? Make your birthdays have themes, you guys. The joy I felt when people came in and they were on theme, unexplainable. Literally, I felt like I was in a cosplay con that was specifically catered to the medieval time or whatever. What a weird what a weird analogy. Halloween shouldn't be the only time of the year where there's a theme. I agree. Why is this the only time of the year where people wanna dress up? Or this is the only time where people are prompted to dress up. I'm pretty sure people wanna dress up too. I'm pretty sure people wanna go out and, be on a theme. Is it just me? Am I the only one who wants themes for parties? Ayun, let's take it a step further. Let's have other things that have themes. Yes! Pajama parties. That's a theme. You guys are dressing up to... I love... when you see a TikTok and then the barkada decides on a color for their beach thing? That's a theme. People love a theme. And people enjoy dressing up. And I love a theme. We at the end of the day, who wins? Us! The more themes, the better. It doesn't have to happen all the time. But alam mo yun, I don't feel like Give me a second. Yeah. Pajama parties. Picnics. Game nights. A murder mystery game with a theme? Hell yeah! Honestly, I'm just looking for reasons to dress up. Aren't you? Do you guys like not? Do you not? You guys do? Having a stroke. Do you guys not like having to dress up? Tama ba? Oh yeah, nababaliw na ako. I just think there should be more reason for us to dress up. You know? Or at least like, prompted. Alam mo yun? And I shouldn't have to like be shaking people for it to happen. Alam mo yun? Like it should be just happening casually. I think. Like I shouldn't have to be, can we have a same thing? It should be like people left and right offering to do a theme thing. I can say yes or no. Parang alam mo yun? I just want to have options. And I want those options to be abundant. I feel like kasi I really do have to scarf for it again. It only be happening on raves. And I have to wait for a rave or I have to go to a rave to dress up. And that shouldn't be the case. Yes. Thank you. And I agree. Additional ebas, it says here, please announce your Halloween theme in advance. Thank you. Can we please, to anybody, it's ano pa lang, it's July pa lang. For everybody listening on here, July pa lang, announce nyo na yan before October 1st. End of September, October 1st, announce nyo na po agad. Hello, ito po yung theme. Because my thing is, I love to plan that shit. So, by the time Halloween comes and your party has a theme, wala na. It's either throw a Halloween party without a theme or announce that theme in advance. Because, diva, what's going on? Why are you rushing us? Why are you giving us 1 week to come up with a costume? Anyways, okay, sorry. Tangent. Wala nang, kaya nga additional ebas na yun eh. Wala nang connect dun sa, connected pa rin naman. I'm just here to advocate for the people who want to wear stuff. I'm advocating for the dressing up community. And I'm here to say, we should be dressing up more. And we should have more reasons to dress up. It's so fun to dress up. I just want a reason to dress up. That's it. That's all this ebas was. I just wanted the reason to dress up. And I hope people are listening. And I hope people hear me when I say, I just want a reason to look good. I just want a reason to be like, in my medieval chic. Alam mo yun? Okay. Whatever. Ebas number 2. I will never fall for pushing 30s propaganda. And I won't. Let it be known, me, Lilac, will not fall at all for pushing 30s propaganda. Whenever somebody says, pushing 30s kanya, ganyan ka pa. Who said that? I didn't hear that. I can't read. I can't see. I can't hear. Whatever you said, muted, blocked. Now that I'm seeing my friends get near 30 is nothing. I agree. Guys, who started this? Where I'm hearing people like, oh my God, parang whoever pushed for the idea that 30 feels like an end, clearly do not know 30-year-olds. Or have not met 30-year-old. Alam mo yun, I don't. I really don't know. I will not fall for it. I'm so excited to finally get to my 30s. I mean, like, 30 is the new 23. Except, like, now, you have better skincare. You've had enough years to figure that shit out. You have savings. Oh, crazy. You now have better trauma response. You've gone through shit. And now you know how to handle that shit better. 30 is just what I wanted for myself when I was 23. And that's crazy. Whoever was pushing around that turning 30 was gonna make you miserable did not know anyone who was in their 30s, or maybe knew a few miserable 30-year-olds, but that's all for another one. Anyways, 30 is nothing. It's so fun to see my friends age gracefully. It's so fun to see my friends enter 30. And I didn't realize that it was gonna be that way until that now that we're here. Like, oh, okay. You know what? That's kind of fun. Alam mo, I've never given it a second thought kasi feeling ko din, I guess that's how you are when you are young. Like when you're a teenager, turning 20 seems so daunting. Turning 20 seems so legit. Alam mo yon, like when you turn 20, parang feeling ko alam ko na agad lahat. Like when I was a teenager, I thought when you turn 20, something shifts in you and you're like, adult mode. And couldn't be further from that. I'm a baby. Me as a 20-year-old, I knew nothing. Me turning 23, parang, ay ala, wala pa, kailan to mag-click, te? Like, I thought we were, ano na, alam mo yun, akala ko, ready na to mag-fully form ng brain natin by then. Now that I'm 26, I feel like it's just starting. Like, I'm fully just starting to come into my adulthood. 6 years into thinking it'll happen. That's so weird. So can you imagine na parang in my 26, I feel like it's just starting. By 30, I feel like that's it. I feel like that's when I finally fully come into and settle in. Na parang, oh my God, this is it. This is the real. This is adult real. Ayun. I've always had this notion that 30 is so old that when you get there, you're so put together and serious and responsible that it gets boring. I fully thought that's gonna be that way. And now that I'm having 30-year-olds in my life and that I'm meeting as an adult who will also turn 30 in less than 5 years, that couldn't be further from the truth. It's just so, I had no idea. Like, I fully had feeling ko when I was 20, I was thinking 30. I was like, oh my God, that's so old. Parang, that's, by that time, gusto mo na lang umuwi sa bahay mo matulog. Parang, like, that's, that's what I was thinking. You know, I'm friends with, like, 30-year-olds now in an adult way, in a way that a 26-year-old would be. And it's like, what was I so critical about them for? Or what was this notion I had of them that couldn't be at all like close from what it actually is? You know, 30s feels like such a fun age. I agree. You know, I feel, okay, can I just say, I feel like that's when you're hottest and you're richest. Not so hot take. I don't think hot take at all. Super lukewarm take. Have you met a 30-year-old? Not super recently, a while back. I've quote retweeted that video of Johnny from NCT. Tama ba? Johnny from NCT, where he's DJing. And I was like, something about turning 30 that does that to you. And I'm so excited to turn 30. Because I don't know where they got this idea na parang 30 is so old. And I see Johnny and I'm like, that's just an adult. That's just a proper adult. I don't know what to tell you. So I will never fall for pushing 30s propaganda. When somebody says pushing 30s, girl, 30s, you're just a baby again. You're just entering that real adulthood once again. That's your 20s part 2. Except na, alam mo yun, except now you know better. So, fuck everybody who told me or who gave me the idea that when you're turning 30, you're practically decrepit and you're turning into ashes. Who planted that in my head? Media? People? Gay people? Weird. Weird. Ngayon, 30 feels like such a fun age. It's in the sweet spot of having wisdom, having money, and the only thing you're going against is back pain and body pain. I agree. Feeling ko lang din, that's the only sort of like big downside. What's happening with my hair? What's happening with my hair? That's the only like, or not only naman. Okay naman ako sa only. That's the biggest like downside, or at least biggest difference from your 20s and your 30s. It's just like, it's your 20s but with more body pain. That's valid. That's valid. You've lived much longer on this earth. So I would assume may mga kaso-kasoan ka na dyang ganon. Like, you know, you're feeling it. Not positive way. Anyways. 30-year-olds, you ate that. Alam mo yun, if I'm not falling for pushing 30s propaganda I'm falling for this 2025 turning 30. You ate that. Every single 30-year-old in my life ate that because I'm excited to turn that. Eat. Anyways. Ebas number 3. Life is too short to be doing things you don't like, especially for a long time. If you're looking for a sign to stop what you're doing and start doing the thing you like, just decide. Just take it. I'm giving it to you freely. I'm literally blessed be na if this passed by your For You page and you're listening to this, this is it. This is your sign to quit. Okay. We have to preface that. If you're looking for a sign to stop it, this is your sign, period. You're not required to stick with jobs or situations that make you miserable. You have to start weighing how important the reward of that is at the end of the finish line to not be living life now. Real. So fucking real. I've had to make, backstory. I've had to make this very difficult decision last year. Because last year ba? Last year. Kasi for a big chunk of last year, I did say na I felt like I was in a waiting room. I felt like decisions in my life were being handled by other people but me. And I just felt stagnant. I felt like I had to do this one thing. I had to do this other thing. Or else I'm not moving forward with the other things I'm meant to be doing or I want to be doing. And I made the executive decision the latter part of last year. Like, I had to stop this. And I had to tell everybody in my life na parang, this is, I'm literally gonna, I need to stop saying that Audie here. Na this is not working. Alam mo yun? Like, I know this is what people want for me. I know this feels like the path that I should be taking because this has been the path that I'm taking, but I have to stop this now or else nothing is gonna amount to it. Alam mo yun? Like, I've truly just felt like I was waiting for someone to open the door there. Open the door to the waiting room. And I had no idea who that was or when that was. So I had to stop. I just had to make the decision that I should start doing what I want to do now. Because who is going to do that for me? Again, life's too short for you guys. For us to be doing things long term that we don't like because we think it will benefit us after it. Alam mo yun? If you're working towards something, that's different. If you're doing this now and it's directly correlating to, you know, it's moving there. But you can't be fully miserable. let's say you're doing you're working a job you hate. So in a few years or in the future, you are you are settled and you don't have to worry about it. Parang ganon. If let's say you die now, you die tomorrow, you die this very second. You are and you have to reflect on what you've done in this life. Are you fulfilled? You know? Or have you constantly worked for you in the future that your now is being neglected? Diba? Again, you have to start weighing how important that reward is at the end of the finish line for you to not be living life now. If you are fully miserable in the journey, we can't guarantee that whatever it is that you want at the end will absolve all of the suffering. Currently, you know, you can suffer a little. I'm not saying that you shouldn't experience hardships in your life, but to only experience hardship here now so that you can experience the good. What if this is it? You don't know where end you is. Alam mo yon. Life is way too short. If you die now, what do you make of it? Truly, okay, sorry. Again, candles, freaky, creepy, getting morbid up on the stream, up in the podcast again. But if I die now, what do I truly make out of it? Alam mo yun? Like, if ako I'm not saying I'm living a great life, I'm living a wonderful life, but if I die now, I have had lived a fulfilling life. I have had lived a life where I did do what I wanted to do, and I am doing what I want to do. And there's a life that's getting lived currently. I may want, or I do want to do more things pa, but that doesn't mean that the life I have now is getting neglected, or the life I have now is not being lived. It's too short. Again, life is too short to be doing things you don't like, especially for a long time. Again, is it scarier to pivot, or is it scary to think that this is it? This is all the life that I've lived. I mean, if you're scared na parang like, syempre, you don't have this is the safe route, you're thinking. This is the safer, less messy. At least here, I have a path, despite it bogging down on you. However, which is scarier? You thinking na parang, you doing this because it'll benefit you in what, 6-7 years? Or make the change now. Again, is it scarier to pivot, or is it scarier to think this is it? This is all the life that you've lived. Again, life is so short. We never know what's gonna happen tomorrow. I have no idea what's gonna happen tomorrow. You know, I can only predict so much. But at least I know by tomorrow. If, again, ang morbid. Why do we always get like this odd here? If this is the end of the line, there was a life lived. There was me who have enjoyed the things that I've wanted to do here. Or I am enjoying. Do what you want to do now. Make the pivot now. Make the mess now. It may not work out the way you fully want it to work out, but there will always be a way to work it out. It's never, there's only up. Once you've made a mess, there is truly only cleaning it. There is only truly up. After I said a while ago that I just thought I could get worse, and it did. Pero ano sa akin lang kasi, okay sorry. just for me, na parang, if you have to be doing something you don't like for an especially long time, parang I don't think it's worth it. Personal, I guess that's on me. That's a personal thing. Na parang, maybe this isn't what I want to do. Maybe I want to do something else. And I feel like we're letting other people decide what we should be doing because it's what we're supposed to do versus doing what we want to do. I'm not enabling you to drop everything and pursue something that's gonna kill you. I'm just saying na I feel like we have to constantly reevaluate, especially when it's something we don't like na we're doing, and see if this is really where we want to be with it. You know, again, I told you I made that big executive decision of like, stop na. I don't think na there are other ways for me to go about this, and I think I'm going about it my way. And I did this year, and it worked out. It may not work out as ideally as I want it to be. It's not smooth sailing on here. But I'm glad I made the decision. And I'm glad I took matters into my own hands. Because at the end of the day, this is my life that I'm living. You know? Nobody else is living this life but me. And sometimes I do have to make that decision for myself. Okay, I need to start living it the way I want to be living it. Or else I'm living it for everybody else but me. And I'm gonna come at that end of the line and be like, was it fulfilling? Was it worth it? And I might say no. And I don't want to say no. I want to be able to come on there and be like, yeah, carry naman. Okay naman pala yun eh. Yeah, like this, ang sa akin, despite it all, I lived it. I enjoyed it. Short or not, that was my life, and I was the one piloting that plane. Alam mo yun. Anyways, I've been shouting. Okay, here we go again. Oh my God, 45 minutes. We're gonna cut that down. Dami ka na namang ebas. Hindi na natapos itong ebas na to because we're living up to our name. And our vibes. I'm just realizing, kanina pa ako like, why does the light keep coming out of my face? There's a calendar here. Do you see that? That's the calendar. It keeps covering my face. Anyways, thank you everyone for listening. This has been your Lord Monarch Lilac. And ang hirap tuloy. Wag na. Pahirapan tayo. This is Lilac. This has been Lilac. This is still Lilac. Bakit naman this has been? Kaya tayo na dito. So morbid. This morbid ass podcast. This has been Lilac. And welcome to. And this has been. I'm having a stroke. This is Lilac. And this has been Never-Ending Ebas, where the Ebas never ends. Thanks, everyone. Isn't this so cool? I'm gonna do this every now and then. Sure na. Pag tinamad ako, edi wag. Pero okay na to. Slay a ball. Bye!